How to grind coffee. Get a grinder, get some coffee, grind it, done. Well, yes, that is true, but there's a little more to it. I'm here to guide you through all of the essentials to grinding coffee like a pro. We'll cover the types of grinders, the best grind size depending on your brewing method, how to grind for light or dark roasts, and also what you want to avoid. Hi, I'm Lizzie, and I'm all about helping you make better coffee at home. If that's something you want to know more about, then subscribe. The grinder you choose can make or break your coffee experience. It's the difference between great and just average. Let's start with Burr grinders, which are the gold standard for grinding coffee. Hand Burr grinders are affordable and portable, providing a consistent grind. The only downside is that they are time consuming and they can be a bit of a workout, especially if you're grinding for more than one cup. But if you enjoy the process, brands like Hario or Paulex offer reliable options. Now, if you're serious about your coffee, an electric Burr grinder is the way to go. These are quick, consistent, and easy to use, perfect for frequent brewers or those making coffee for multiple people. They're a bit more expensive and they take up more counter space, but the investment is worth it. Next up, blade grinders, like this one. Avoid these at all costs. I used to use one, I didn't know, and the coffee just didn't taste right. Blade grinders chop rather than grind, leading to inconsistent grind sizes. This inconsistency results in uneven extraction, with some grounds being over-extracted and others under-extracted. Using a blade grinder is like trying to cut your lawn with a pair of scissors. It's just not the right tool for the job. Here's a macro shot of two different grinds. One is with a Burr grinder and the other with a blade. Can you see the difference? Let me know in the comments. For the espresso lovers out there, precision is key. Espresso requires a very fine and consistent grind, which only certain grinders can achieve. These grinders allow for precise adjustments, making them essential for anyone serious about espresso. If you're an espresso lover, consider grinders like the Rancilio Rocky or Breville Smart Grinder Pro. They're more expensive, but they're worth the investment for perfect espresso. I've used the Fellow Opus in the past, but it's more of an all-rounder and tricky to dial in compared to a grinder dedicated for espresso. For those just starting out, you don't need to break the bank to get a good grinder. Look for entry-level Burr grinders, but if you're ready to invest in the best, options like the Eureka Mignon or the Fellow Ode offer exceptional performance and build quality, ensuring a consistent grind for years to come. I love the Fellow Ode, it just provides such a consistent grind and is super easy to use. The grind size of your coffee is the secret ingredient to unlocking the best flavours from your beans. Let's start with a coarse grind, best for French press and cold brew. These large, chunky pieces allow for a slow, full extraction, which is perfect for these immersion methods. A medium grind is ideal for drip coffee makers and things like an AeroPress. You'll want to play around with this a little. It's a balanced grind that works well for most brewing methods. For espresso, you need a fine grind. These very fine particles extract quickly under pressure, delivering the intense flavours that espresso lovers crave. How do you know if your grind size is right? Start with a visual inspection. Compare your grind visually to a reference chart or a sample. For the coffee nerds out there, you can get a coffee grind size ruler to measure grind size. But the ultimate test is taste. Brew a cup and see how it tastes. If it's too bitter, your grind might be too fine. If it's too sour, it's likely too coarse. Generally, light roasts require a finer grind to bring out the subtle flavours, and this is because light roast takes a little more effort to extract, so grinding finer will help. On the other hand, dark roasts can benefit from a coarser grind to balance the stronger, more robust flavours. Darker roasts are more porous and extract more easily, so less surface area is required to get the correct extraction. Mastering grind size is all about experimentation. Start with these guidelines, but don't be afraid to adjust based on your taste. A quick tip before we wrap up: spritzing your beans with a little water before grinding can help to reduce static electricity. This small step can make a big difference in keeping your workspace clean. To keep your coffee fresh, store it in airtight containers to protect it from light, air, and moisture, all of which can degrade flavour. And remember, only grind what you need for immediate use. Coffee starts to lose its freshness as soon as it's ground. Avoid storing your coffee in the fridge or freezer. Contrary to popular belief, this can introduce moisture and odours that affect its flavour. If you want to learn more about how to make the perfect mocha pot, click this video. And if you want to know how to brew a delicious French press, click this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.